Howdy guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at creating some curved lines using the path tool within FlexiPRINT. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're into the program here. So now in the previous video, if you guys can remember, we looked at creating straight lines. So if I grab my path tool here and I just make a simple left click, hold shift in and place a straight line on top here. Now in today's video, we want to be looking at creating a curved line. Now, if you want to have any dynamic form of shape, then this is what you want to be doing, is using curved lines. Where a straight line is very nice for static. So maybe if you want to do something more like rectangles and so forth, those type of shapes, then the straight lines are nice. But now to create the curved lines, we're going to use exactly the same tool, but with one key difference. So now our first point though, it's going to be the same as a straight line. So I'm just going to left click to place where I want to start our actual curve. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select our second point, but this time I'm going to left click and hold in the left mouse button. You'll see our cursor changed, and there's like a demo line that is red. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is there. So now what I can do is when I with my left click held in, I can simply move my mouse to where I want it, and I will start getting a preview of where this curve is going to go. So I can nicely decide how extreme do I want this curve. Then when I'm happy, I just leave the left mouse button and then it will start creating that curve. Now keep in mind though, we are still in the actual path tool, which means if I had to click anywhere else, it will create another point. So I'm going to do the same thing, left click and hold in. And at first you might notice that it just gives us a straight line, but that is because just left clicking gives us a straight line. But if I move this mouse just slightly, you'll see it quickly pops it into the curve. That is what's relevant to this point over here, because this point we had two node adjusters, which was extruding far past, and that's why if I move this one just a little bit, it will give us such an extreme curve. It is not because of these two node controllers I have here, but it's because of our previous one that we have such a nice curve. So I'm going to let go of left click, create the path there. And as you can see, with the same tool, we've got a nice curvature here in this path. Now, I must be honest, the path or the curved paths are slightly trickier to make because of these node arms. Now, you do get different controllers for these node arms, so the way they behave, but we will cover that in another video because it's a slightly more in-depth topic to cover. But yeah, otherwise this is a curved line. I'm just going to quickly create another one as a recap. So once again, the main difference is with our path tool, we want to left click. Okay, that is still the same as our previous one. We left click, then we want our first point, then our second point. What we want to do now is left click and hold in our left mouse button. Then we can move this curvature to where we want it, and if I'm happy, I can let go and then click where we want our last point. And once again, as soon as I move the mouse a bit, it's going to pop it to where this last curvature was. We can obviously adjust this with this new point. As you can see, we can get a nice little swirl going there, and then I can just exit the tool to confirm that. But yeah, that is pretty nice. Like I said, you can make some very nice dynamic shapes. Obviously, imagine these shapes being closed. Let's maybe quickly just do that with this one. Then I'm going to go over here and let us close this path up. So you can see now we've got quite a dynamic shape here using the path tool. Where in order to get this with something else, you'd have to create a circle and then have a cutout and so forth, where we did all of that with one tool. But yeah, otherwise, in the meanwhile though, if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.